In this video, I'll be showing you how to change the seal on your washing machine. So we want to change this seal because the one we have has got a tear in it and it's leaking. So you're going to need three things. You're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, flat screwdriver, and the new door seal. I've put a link in the description below so you can buy yours. They'll cost you about $50–60 and should be good. First thing we're going to need to do is we are going to need to remove the retaining clip that holds this seal in. So if you put your flat screwdriver in there and just feel for a ribbed edge, which is where the spring is, and you just like push it in and you pull it out. Then remove that like that. Simples. Right. Next step, we want to remove this whole front panel because we need to access the inside of the washing machine. So you're going to need to remove the soap drawer, which is this bit. So there will be two screws there, two Phillips heads. If you've got an electric one, helps a lot. Electric drill. So anyone can do this. All you need is the patience to do it. So take your two screws off, and I usually just pop them in the soap drawer so that I remember where they go. You don't want to be left with leftovers after you've finished closing everything. Right, the next stage is we want to remove the top cover. So on this washer, you'll find that there is two screws at the back. One there and one there. So we're going to take those off so that we can take off the top cover of the washing machine. Right. So these back ones, you can use a Phillips head if they're too hard to do. You need a number 10 socket to pull it out, but a good Phillips head should do the trick. I say it should do the trick, but apparently mine doesn't. So we'll move on to the big guns. It's a number 10 socket. Right. So we remove that socket, and then we can take off the top lid like that. Pop it off. Remember where you put your screws. Then at the top here, you'll find two screws at the front. You want to remove those. So you want to remove that screw and that screw so you can access the front of the panel. And the key here is to remember where you put all your screws. So to take off these panels, it's got a lip on there that you just pull it out. Now when you take it out, remember that it's holding on with the harness. Remember to remove this harness otherwise you're going to break stuff. So I probably would have removed that harness first, but we'll get there. So harness off, we are halfway there. So we've got our machine almost open. You can see inside there, we need to remove that retaining clip that's holding the seal. But to get to that, we need to remove this front cover. So we remove that screw and that screw at the front. So let's do that. There'll be a couple more screws at the bottom as well. Bit of work, but compared to spending about 300 bucks or more getting someone to come and have a look or buying a new one, this is a walk in the park. Right, now at the bottom you're going to notice that there is this filter cover. You need to pop that open, so simple screwdriver will do the trick. Put it in there, pop it open. Ideally you don't need to, but sometimes there's a screw in there, but on these models there is no screw, so just go ahead, close that up. Now when you're working on these, when you're going to change the seal, try to work near a wall, so that way when you need to access the bottom screws, you can sort of lay the washer on its back, sort of on a slanting edge. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to move this forward and back like that. So sort of like that. Ooh. Awesome. So that's what I mean. So see how it's on a slant like that? There you go. I just want to show you those two screws. There's one on the left here, one on the right, and one in the middle. So ideally 3 screws. Take those off as well. So these seals are prone to break sometimes because people don't zip up their jumpers when you're washing, or when you got a small pet, it's a bit curious, takes a bite out of that. So these things are sometimes unavoidable, but we'll get there. So to take it off, you just push it up and out. Now one thing you have to remember as well is there is a door lock, so you'll need to undo the harness that holds it. So see that? Just pulls out. And put this bit to the side. Alright, so we're almost getting to the fun bit. Right. It's a bit of moving around that we have, so now we need to remove that retaining clip at the back. So simple screwdriver, lefty loosey, loosen that up. It's different from the one that you took out before, as in this one is screwed in, so it doesn't have a spring on the end. It's just a big long bolt with some threads on it that you need to undo. Keep going till you're almost at the end. Take your flat screwdriver and put it in there and pry them out. should help him to come out. There we go. Bingo. So we've taken the seal out. So that's the old seal. So you'll notice around here there's a plastic lip. You want to clean that and make sure there's no debris and stuff on it. So I like to just take a small cloth, just run around with it a bit so that it seals properly, and we'll be ready for the new one now. So we've got our new seal, which we will insert. So installation is pretty simple. You're looking at that arrow there, should correspond with that arrow there. And then if you look at the bottom here, there's 3 holes. That should correspond with that hole there. Otherwise, your washer won't drain properly. So putting it in is just matching that lip, putting the new seal in. Take your time again, there's no rush. Because if you rush, then you'll have to do the job again, to spend twice the energy on doing it. So as you go around, just feel with your fingers and make sure that it's sitting in that groove nice and tight, so that you don't get any nasty surprises when you put it back on the water and then it starts leaking. And then your wife's angry at you because you said you'd fix it. You said you'd take care of it. All right, so that is it. I'm just filling around the edges just to make sure it's in there proper. Yep. So now we close it up. Make sure that everything's good. Closing it up is the easy part. The hard part's gone, so it's pretty sweet, I reckon. Alright, so now when you're putting this back in, just make sure that it's in that groove. Otherwise, you leave yourself prone to the seal not sealing properly. So this is probably the stage where I'll take most of my time, just making sure that the seal is in properly. It's not hanging out. And then when I'm ready, righty-tighty, to get that retaining clip tight, nice and tight around the seal. So it's going to take some time, but we'll get there. If you had an electric one, it'd be much easier. But it's all right. So we're just doing this, and as we're tightening it up, we're just having a good look, making sure that spring's staying in the groove that it's supposed to stay in, so we can avoid embarrassment. And as I said before, this is going to cost you about 50 to 60 bucks. If you were to call out someone, I'll be charging you 5 or 6 times that much. So it's good. So one thing I'd mention is that while you're at this, just depends how old your machine is. I'd probably go in there and put a new pump, which is behind there, a new water pump, but this is still pretty new, so I'm just going to go ahead and close the machine. If you want to change your pump, I've got another video explaining how to do this in the link above and below. you don't really have to open it up like this. It's much easier than opening it up like that. So this is nice and tight, it's in there, not going anywhere, and you can feel it's not rubbing against anything, and we get to close it. So closing it up is the reverse of what we did before. Pretty simple. Get your door or your chassis thingy and you plug the switch back in. Make sure you plug the door switch back in. Otherwise it's gonna start leaking. It won't close, it'll just sit there and give you a door error. So putting this back in, you lift it up in the grooves there, put it down. Now we're ready to close this up. So, hoping you kept all your screws. So what you want to do is put back these two at the top first. And 1, 2, make sure it's all lined up. Great. All right, so then this is where you want to lean it back so you can access the bottom 3 screws. Okay, so we're putting back those 3 screws at the bottom there, making sure we line them up as we go. So don't put them all the way tight until you've got all 3 of them in there. That way you can be sure that it's all lined up and you won't have it skewed. And then tighten it up. I'd say if you don't use an electric drill too much, electric screwdriver, you want to go with the manual one. That way you don't strip any threads or strip any bolt heads, so it's good. Alright, here we go. We're almost there. Next stage, open the door, and we are going to reinstall the retaining clip, and this seal, we want to make sure that it sits nice and flush with the washer like that. So you put it in. Sorry if my hand goes in the way there, but there we go. So you want to be making sure that the rubber seal is going nicely into that lip so that we don't get any leaks and everything is hunky-dory. It's all in there. Nice. All right, so retaining clip. Now there's that spring. Need to put in that in last. So first you put in the other bits. Make sure it's nice and tight. Have a second person help you if it is hard. I can do this on my own because I've been doing this a while. So there we go. Stretch it, because that spring stretches, and then that way you can get it in there. There we go. Boom. So all that's left now is putting the main board back in. So main board just sits in these 4 holes. Make sure you push back the, put it back. Make sure you plug back in the harness and tie everything back in place, because If you get too many vibrations, these things do not like it. And your 2 screws to hold the top of the board up. So this is where you need to remember where you put all your screws. There we go. And then we're going to put back these 2 screws over here. Make sure you put these back, otherwise it'll leak from the soap drawer. Right. Nice and tight. Good fit. There we go. Put the soap drawer back in. And top lid back on. And those 2 screws at the back. And that is it. That is how you change the door seal on your washing machine. Pretty nice and easy. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time. Cheers.